What up, man? It's your boy Bo Dean. Just got done on In the Hot Zone with Most Precious. You now tuned into MPP Studios, man. Get at your girl. Holla at your boy.
What's going on, everybody? Man, it's your girl, International Most P, and we're here for all new In the Hot Zone for season 2 to be exact. And it's getting hotter, it's getting better every episode. We have a special guest in the building. It's like he's so special that he's special. No, just but like he goes way back, so it's a little different special that I have for him.
Yeah, this is a throwback.
For him, it's a throwback.
We go way back.
It's a throwback way back?
Way back.
Way back, like way back. So everybody make some noise. Make some noise wherever you are, however you tuning in to Bo Dean, man. Bo Dean went by Bovember.
Yeah.
No, you went by Fro. You went by Fro. All these are you still, but when I first met you, you were always Bo Dean, I think. That's how I met you. So yeah, welcome to the Hot Zone, man. Like, how are you feeling? How was your day?
My day was great. It was cool. Normal day, school, worked out, came here, you know what I'm saying, doing the interview. It's always a pleasure. Linking up and, you know what I'm saying, doing work with Most P.
I appreciate it. See, you got Most P. Don't say the other name.
I'm not gonna put you on blast like
I knew
that.
you was about to say it. You could have.
Oh no, I wouldn't.
I knew you was about to say
That's
it.
when the camera's off. Then I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, call you by that name.
Oh,
but
Lord.
one of the most hard working, not just ladies in the industry, but just people overall.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? She definitely puts her work in. She's done a lot for my career, you know what I'm saying, and put me on a lot of game. So it's always love around these ways.
I can't believe it's like we can interview each other.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
that, right? We can literally interview each other right now because it's just that type of, we know each other so well that we literally can just ask each other questions. We probably know the answers to the questions before they even asked.
Most definitely.
So right now, let's talk about how Bo Dean became Bo Dean. Like, when I remember you talking about how you used to rap in high school and you used to wear big clothes too.
Oh man.
Like, let's talk about Bo Dean at high school.
Bo Dean in high school, man. I just used, so when I back in high school with rapping, I was more so into like J Hood, Cassidy, Rockefeller, like they was popping, you know what I'm saying, the early 2000s. So I was really rapping, what they was talking about, you know what I'm saying, punchlines, lyrical, shoot 'em up, bang bang type stuff like that. Really, I didn't start getting into my own, like talking about world things in the world and stuff I was going through and stuff like that until I was a little older and we was in my homeboy's shed. That's where we recorded. And a kid came in there, like his next door neighbor or something like that. And he had on a knee, like a cast on his arm. He had crutches. He had just got shot.
Oh my goodness.
A couple days prior. Here we all write music about that. You know what I'm saying? Just rapping. But he came in there and we was like, man, what happened to you? And he was like, I was in the car with my brother, my cousin, and my friend, and somebody pulled up, a person that my brother or cousin was beefing with, and shot up the car. And I'm the only person that survived.
Oh,
so
wow.
After that I just had a whole different mind state on what type of music that I made.
So that was the change. Wow.
Yeah.
It's and I know a lot of artists go through those type of experience or hear someone they went through that type of experience and just still choose to rap that type of music that would probably provoke that type of behavior.
Yeah.
So just hearing what like sway you to be who you are today with your punchlines and your storytelling, and you got some subliminals in your music too. So yeah, I can speak personal about it, but yeah, that's just knowing that backstory is very important. From me being a consumer and being a fan and a supporter of you to know, like, hey, that's the Bo Dean we know now. Like,
yeah.
But we wouldn't have known that if you didn't go through those experiences or hear those stories, or like I said, you take stories and you flip them anyways in your music. So
and just life too. Like the older I get, the more stuff I was introduced to or went through, and that's just more stuff to talk about.
Facts.
So, you know,
Facts.
when you younger and, you know, haven't really been through nothing, it ain't really it's nothing to really pull from, you know what I'm saying, most of the time. But the older that I got and the more things that I went through, it was more stuff that I could talk about. So
life,
oh boy,
inspirations, life and the inspirations that it give us.
Life will definitely make you write some deep shit. Can I curse on
Exactly. You good. You can do you. So we talk like right now. I usually break my interviews up in 3 different sections.
Okay.
We're on the hot topics. Hot topic is nothing but Bodine. So every aspect we talk about is just what is hot about you. So we know you developed and became Bodine in high school for all the different gist of it. Like, do you remember, besides that story, that was actually a good story that you said, do you remember any other like talent shows, like lunchroom beats on tables, rapping?
So I never did a talent show at school, but we did used to rap battle. We like rap battle in the lunchrooms all the time. We also like we had like a beef with like another rap group called the Show Me State Boys.
Shoot.
The SMS Boys, we was beefing with them. Like we was the 2 rap crews that everybody knew in high school. We was beefing. We got into fights and everything over some stupid shit. I think one of the guys I had, you know what I'm saying, we had connected, you know what I'm saying, like a couple years ago. We was just like, what were we fighting for anyway? Like, just young and dumb. But yeah, like I used to battle in high school, a little after high school. Like my homies that went to other schools, they would have me battle like they cats. I battled Hitman Holla on the phone, Ludi, like a whole bunch of STL cats around here. Yeah,
and this is high school. So at that time, Hitman went to Hazelwood East.
Yep.
Because I went to middle school with him at Central Middle.
Okay.
And then he didn't come to Riverview. He went to East.
And he was polished then. Like he was like how he sounded now. He sounded like that then. Like he already had it, you know what I'm saying, down pat. It was a couple cats that was just already polished. Like they already just had that, you know what I'm saying, that umph about them.
Oh, so you battle rap in high school? What's up with now? Like just playing. We gonna leave that to the battle rappers, but then you still do it because you got punchlines.
Yeah.
For
now
days.
I can do it. If I did do it, I would just have to get conditioned, you know what I'm saying, to like do it. But I could do it though for sure.
So could you write for a battle rapper? I'm guaranteed. Cause
I could definitely write for a battle rapper. I could write for T-Dub if you need it.
Duh, what up, AMG? So that we got into that. Like we still talking about the high school, but as you gradually grow into the man you are today, and you go to college, you get your degrees, and going back to school, which we're gonna talk about that a little bit.
Yeah,
like you actually in school now for your master's to better yourself in your future. How has it been like? Let's talk about the funding and how you had to sacrifice to be who you are today. Like, what is a story that you could tell any artist? Like, okay, because you know some artists now, we can say now because we've seasoned now,
right?
So the artists that come out now, they don't understand the gist and the hustle that we had. We didn't really have Spotify's and all that everybody else has. You had to get out the mud with CDs in the back of your cars and getting out there and really shaking hands with people. But basically, what I want to know is like the side, like how you had to work and like what did you do to get to where you are? If you could sum that up, what would you say?
It was hand in hand. I had to get out there and actually like the flyers and you know what I'm saying, the burnt CDs and everything. Like I grew up in that era. So I, you know what I'm saying, was interacting with people. I was going to stores, building connections with, store owners and leaving my CDs there. I would go to all the events, place flyers, on people's cars or pass out, you know what I'm saying, flyers with like my website. And then, you had got me hip to giving people the CD and have them take pictures.
I didn't know that.
You know what I'm saying? Like doing that and posting them, make more people want to, see what it's about. They're like, oh, okay, dang, this person got it. This person got it. This person got it. Let me see what it's about. We live in a monkey do, yep. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Society anyway. And then just working, man. Like, shoot, I was in school and I had an intern and then going to, you know what I'm saying? Then I had a job. So I was doing that throughout the day. Then at nighttime, I would go to the studio, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So like, I was always like busy. Like if you, the average person who want to rap but not really that passionate, if they had my type of schedule, they wouldn't even do it because it was just too much to do. Like you had too much to do throughout the day.
Yeah, you were too drained for the night. So you were conditioned for a long time.
Yeah, you gotta be real dedicated. If you really love something, you really want it, you gonna make it happen.
Yeah. Like I said, this is like conversational. This is not really an interview. It's actually reconnecting me to other aspects of what I didn't know I needed to be refreshed on about you. So let's talk about like some of your hobbies and your interests. I know what's it, martial arts? Is it martial arts?
Yep. Mixed martial arts, MMA.
This man fights, y'all. Like I would have never seen that from the Bodine that I know to the Bodine I'm now. So as you elevate, it is very inspirational. I just want to say that on
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
This man is now like whooping people butts, like MMA style. Like man, like let's talk about that. How like it takes a lot of power, a lot of structure, a lot of conditioning. Like I probably couldn't do that if I could, right? But like to be able to juggle that, to still keep your mind creative, to make music, to still grade these papers for these hard-headed kids you got in your class.
Man.
I said it, not you, so you won't. Yeah,
hard-headed kids. I said it too. They know what's up.
But how do you like find that balance to still be able to like attack all that you want to attack?
Whatever you want to do, you're gonna do it. That's pretty much what it is. Like whatever you want to do, you're gonna do it. If you want to make time for something, you're gonna make time for it, and that's it. Like it be days where I don't want to go work out. Like even like today when I got off work, I didn't want to go run, but I was like, let me go run because I know I'm not gonna have time to train because I got other stuff to do today. Let me go to the park, run. You know what I'm saying, a couple miles, and then knock this out. So like if like you want to be in the best shape, you know what I'm saying, you want to be a good fighter or whatever, you're gonna do what you need to do to make it happen.
That's true. And do you like we obviously gonna answer, but I want to ask you, like, do you feel what all you are accomplishing right now? Well, like I ain't gonna say accomplishing, but do you feel that what you're doing, every aspect of it, is making you a more well-rounded individual? I mean, I know it, but I just wanted to hear you say it.
Yeah, that's my like goal in life is to be the best version of myself before I leave here. So, yeah, everything that I'm doing is definitely making me like a better man, and that's my end game, just to be the best version of Bo as I can be before I die.
Look at this man. That's why he's who he is. He's a mentor to kids as well as a teacher. Not just the kids. I ain't getting, because he has high schoolers, middle schoolers, whoever the heck he can teach.
Yeah.
But like he teaches his peers. Like I've been inspired by just how you you had a post today. I'm happy this is so relevant, but it won't post as of today. But like you had a post about reinventing yourself, and sir, you do it a lot. Like really? You do it successfully and strategically, and it's inspiring to another person who inspires. So
appreciate that.
Definitely, like, dang, like he made a post. Some other people said they needed to see it, but I was like, yeah, this is him, because nobody would expect half the stuff you do, which is good because then they can't predict what you're going to do. Which, with that being said, what you see yourself doing in the next 5 to 10 years?
5 to 10 years, I would say. Operating like a couple businesses that I have to be off the ground, like really off the ground, running a school, more established in music, and probably hopefully have like a kid, you know what I'm saying, within the next 5 years. Lord. A young Bo running around.
Oh no, that's trouble.
With a fro, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no,
schooling
not
him.
2 fros. No, I'm just playing.
So yeah, that's
girl or boy. They're gonna be so special to have a well-rounded gentleman like that, like you. We know there aren't always a lot of strong black male figures in kids' lives. So whenever you do, they'll be fortunate. Because I mean, you're already inspiring those who don't have fathers at home now. You know, we don't know all of them, but students, a lot of them don't have. They have broken families. Yeah. You are a figure in their life as well. So whenever you do have your offspring, Just gonna add to the story you already are creating right now.
Appreciate it.
My dad is a freaking teacher. My dad owns a school.
My dad does everything.
My dad does. He fights. Oh my God, my dad is a superhero.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's talk about that video you had. It was like a black.
Black man.
Yeah, like let's talk about your superhero for real
man,
though.
We was actually supposed to do like that was supposed to be like a series based off Fro America, like that album. But people moved, and people had other things going on with life and stuff like that. So that kind of, what I'm saying, put an end to that. But I do want to do something else like that soon. And I got some stuff in the works that I'm working on.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? As far as like superheroes or, movie stuff goes. So,
always.
Yeah, man, we working, man.
You've acted too.
Yeah.
See, like we go like.
Yeah, we get to act.
I don't have to ask these questions because I know the freaking answers. So I make sure y'all know all these answers. Or not even forming the question, but just saying, yeah, you're an actor too, because I already know it. So I got to ask you, yeah, what else do you do? Like, because you act, you write, you model, you design clothes and like inspire art and all that. So it's like Fro Nation, the whole Fro with the pick out, the blue, the American one, the American flag one you got. Like, yeah. So it's like, let's get back to some questions because I feel like they were like,
you can do anything you can do anything you want to do, man.
Facts.
Anything, and really, it's just about doing it. And then I was sitting back thinking the other day, like people who want to do stuff but they don't, but they probably get off work and get on the phone and chill for the rest of the day. And that downtime can be you spending time doing something that you passionate about or quote unquote passionate about. I mean, you need your rest, you need time to chill and stuff like that, but everything that you want, that you really want, it don't come easy.
Not at all.
So, you gotta get off your ass and make it happen.
Yes, those words. You put that on a shirt. So if you can remember any of your quotes or 1 or 2 bars in any of your songs, which you have a lot, because we're going to talk. Matter of fact, let me ask this first. Let's talk about all your mixtapes and then go into that bar question because it would make a little more sense to the flow of this. Right. So, yeah, I'm going to just see what I remember, and then you can just be like, you missed one. Oh, my God, I just put myself on the blast. Fro Nation.
I see what you know.
Fro Nation. I don't know. Bovember. Used to drop a mixtape every November.
Yep.
That might just give me a little green point right there because I don't remember
because the first one was wrong.
I don't even know the first one right now.
So the first one was Crack Album.
You had the fro with the hat to the side.
The braids.
The braids, yes.
That's good though. That's good. That was a while ago, so that's cool.
Oh Lord.
Had the Crack Album, and I had the Bovember. I think I met you. That's when I met you at some show. I think at the Ambassador.
In between those, yep.
Bo and Els.
Yes, because that's when Chi Chi was on there.
Nope, not yet.
God,
that was what was on Bo and Els? Track 2 was on Bovember.
Yeah.
No, track 2 was on Bovember 2. So hold on. So Crack Album, Bovember, Bo and Els, Bovember 2. That's when track 2 came out. Triatomic, the mashup.
Oh my God.
Bovember 3.
Golly, y'all.
Bruce vs. Bang.
Yes.
Fro America.
Yes.
Fro God. Blue Fro Project. Year of the Fros. I did a couple of those. Bruce vs. Bang 2. Black Voodoo. The Relic. And then we're just working on new stuff now.
I just choked off air, because that was a lot right there.
And I probably forgot some.
I think you maybe missed one, but Chi Chi, what was that one on?
Bovember 3.
Yeah, Chi, I think that's always gonna be my favorite. You obviously know why. Always gonna be my favorite. But let's talk about if you can remember any of your bars. What bar would you recite? And that's another hard one because
that is a hard one.
Any bar you could think of, really, because you if you can't think of an old one, create a new one. Which I know you can do that easily.
I would say a bar that I could recite is probably, I done came a long way just how I was supposed to. Went from a nobody now to people say they know you. Came a long way.
See?
That's probably the most relevant, realist, like it's the most relevant song like right now for me. That came a long way. I've come a long way and grinded and, got my name up just like I was supposed to.
Yeah, you've been on big concerts. You've opened for...
Man, I opened up for DMX, rest in peace. I opened up for MGK, Big Crit, Ritz, Rakim, Bone Thugs, man.
A lot of people. Yes, and wasn't you was it you that was on that cypher with
Crooked Eye?
Crooked Eye?
Yep, I did a cypher with Crooked Eye. I did a record with Freeway. Did a record with Futuristic that never got released though. We still sitting on that. I worked with a guy named Little Rod. He's a big producer. That's coming up. I worked with Story of the Year. That's a big rock group from here. Yeah, man, I've done a lot. And I don't even be counting my accolades because I feel I still got so much to do. But I've done a lot though.
We sound alike on that, but that's really why this is a part of like the hot topics, hot sauce part of the interview, because we do so much, but we don't know what we do.
Yeah.
So this is my time, like, to really let you dig back in your archives to be like, wow, I've really done a lot. Because we be in the moment, we be moving, we be trying to get to that next part, but we do not realize what we did and how much it impacted people. So I just wanted to like tap back into it.
Man,
I just put you on blast because you've done a lot, and I didn't expect you to get this many. Like, wow, you like.
We did some legendary moments in the city, man. We did like the Slum Fest, like when I performed at that Slum Fest where they didn't put me on the big stage and they made me do like the upstairs
pictures
stage.
Out for that. Like, it's a picture of how you and Els. Yeah, that was when we were down. I don't know where we was at.
It was plush.
Yeah, it was downtown.
Three stories.
And it was a stage outside. It was not. Yeah, y'all were upstairs and y'all had the most crowd.
Yeah, man, that was probably the most epic Slum Fest performance ever. Because everybody came upstairs to like see like what all the hype was about.
And I think Snow was on the Snow was DJing that too at that time.
Yep. That was lit.
Kimmy was up there too. But yeah, like epic moments like that. Like
then the Young Guns OG battle.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying.
The ciphers in the basement at on Cherokee Street.
Ciphers, yep.
Yeah,
they got another one coming up.
What?
They bringing it back for a one-time thing.
That's good. Because they did have a good epic impact to the city and the music scene.
Yeah.
They will always get that, no matter of what the differences is with certain individuals. But they will always. A lot of people didn't understand that platform. I mean, like, even before I realized Jamie and John was my cousins, I always understood what they were doing. Like, I knew what Slum was about.
Yeah.
Those who didn't made a big deal about it. And look where they are.
And they can still have an impact on the culture. It's just certain tweaks that they got to do. That's all. Of
course, always. So with that being said, like, if you could change anything in the world, not the city, because I never think city. You're global. So, what would it be that you would want to chime in on? This is the hot sauce.
If I could change anything, in the world,
yes.
Shoot, inflammation. How blacks are treated throughout the world. Just the economy in general, like the the increase on everything is killing people. It's killing me. Car insurance, rent, everything just going up.
Gas, flights are expensive.
$5 a gallon for
it's
gas.
$6 out in freaking the West Coast, damn near. So
I'm shocking ain't $7 for diesel.
I'm about ready to be like my cousin and get a motorcycle and this mother go a little dirt bike,
Tesla or something.
That too. This is actually why it's probably mentally getting people to want to go electric. But they know what they're doing. It's always political. So let's talk about some of your strengths that make you a great creator? Like, because I can't really just call you an artist anymore. Like, I can't call you just an artist. You are like a content creator, innovator. You are you. So what are your strengths?
Just being a creator. Being
all the way around.
Just being a creator, being consistent. Consistency is probably one of my biggest strengths. Just always creating and trying to, you know what I'm saying, do something. You know, I know a lot of people that's very creative, very smart, very talented, but they don't do nothing with their abilities. They just living, they just getting by. That's Whereas true. If they put that towards what they were blessed with, they probably be further in life.
That is facts.
So like you can be, you know what I'm saying, very talented or have a gift, but if you don't use it, you know, you're not gonna do better than a person that's may not be as talented, but you know, they work harder than you.
That's true. That's true. So before we get out of here, I want to make sure we do chime into the hot juice as part of the interview here on the Hot Zone. The hot juice is basically like what's happening right now. Like, what do you want people to be thirsty for? Like, what you got popping, your new songs, like new videos. Like, we know you got some new songs and new project and all that. So let's talk about it.
I'm just revamping the brand with like everything. So just be on the lookout for that. New music, new merch, new everything. So like when I was talking about like it's okay to reinvent yourself, just me evolving to the next, you know what I'm saying, phase of Bo.
Yeah.
Or whatever I decide to call myself or whatever.
But this time. No, Fro Nation. Like, do you know that natural hair has always been a big deal, but you made Fro's cool again?
Yeah, you know what? People weren't even fucking with my hair, you know, when I was coming up. They ain't like Fro's wasn't even that thing back when I was rocking it. It was like braids or low cuts or dreads.
Braids with no hang time, by the way. You gotta say that one.
Yeah, skeet ass braids.
Skeet ass.
But
braids.
like, wasn't nobody even wearing Fros and all that. Like, so I like been wearing the Fro for like a long time. Back in the day, it was probably bigger, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I do like a lot of physical contact sports and stuff like that. So my hair always, you know what I'm saying, sweating. So if it's like a video or something, it'll be out. But yeah, wasn't nobody rocking Fros when I was,
not
you know
here
what I'm
at least.
saying?
Like, we know we got, you know, Roots and what's his Questlove. You know, he rocks his, but like just here. No, nobody was like, oh, yeah, I want to rock a Fro.
Wasn't nobody branding it like me either.
Not like you brand the Fro.
Fro Show, Fro Nation
nobody
Apparel,
can do any of that and not give you the credit for that. So I'm giving you credit for making it cool again. Like, that's it's cool. But keep talking. It's still hot sauce.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, hot juices.
Yeah, man. So I just do me. And whatever I feel is hot, that's what I'm going to do. I don't really try to follow trends and stuff. You know, I like take heed to them. And, you know, incorporate some things that's hot into what I got going on. But, you know, be your own trendsetter. You know what I'm saying? You set the trends. Be an innovator.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Which is you, 100%. I know. Once I keep saying this to the interviews because I know the answers to these questions. Your favorite artist of all time?
Michael Jackson.
Oh, well.
Favorite artist of all.
Okay.
That's my favorite artist of all time. My favorite rapper, though, would be Fabulous. My favorite rapper, though.
I didn't know Michael was all time.
All time. Greatest artist of all time, for sure.
Wow. That's dope.
Hell
and then
yeah.
Fabo. I was waiting on that. I was like, I know it's Fabulous, man. I know it's Fabulous.
Yeah. Shout out to Fab.
Yes. So if you could give any shout outs right now, definitely give your shout outs. And nobody take offense if he doesn't say everybody's name because he knows a lot of people and worked with a lot of people. But definitely take this time to talk about or give them shout out to everybody I rock with, you know, that's in my team. Shout out to people that be rooting for me that I don't even know is rooting for me. Y'all some of the best. Shout out to everybody that, you know, support what I got going on, whether it's music, teaching, you know, MMA, modeling, clothing, whatever. Thank you. And your social media.
Instagram, Bovember, Dean, Bovember.com, YouTube, Bodine TV, Twitter, Real Bodine.
You got a website?
Bovember.com.
Oh, yeah. Did you say Bovember? Yeah, of course.
Bovember.com.
Of course, Bovember.com. There's those Bovembers.
FroNationApparel.com too.
See, he has a lot. He has a lot. So before we get out of here, man, I just want to give you a major kudos. We finally made it happen. Having you a part of this journey here at MPP Studios is an honor because you've seen where I've come and where I've been and where I'm going. So thank you so much for stopping through.
I knew her when Shane. Hold on, I knew her when Shane had the dreads.
Oh my God!
She just had the little, you know what I'm saying, the little perm.
The perm.
We was both like super skinny. You know what I'm saying, we done filled out a little bit now. We done came a long way. We came a very long way.
Oh my God, I remember. Oh my God, before you had muscles,
we came a very long way.
You've always had facial hair, so that I can't say I remember you not.
Okay, did it? That's cool.
Push it again. So yeah, thank you everybody for rocking with MPP Studios in the Hot Zone with my very special guest that brought the hot topics, hot juices, and the hot sauces.
Yeah.
The main man here, Bovember Dean, but no, Bo Dean, Jeffrey Dean, Terrell.
Oh, okay. All right. I ain't gonna do that to you though.
All the little nicknames that I have for him. But shout out to you, Dan. Thank you for rocking with me.
For sure. Thank you for having me.